Hello, now for a 5-minute video evaluating the NRSV or New Revised Standard Version. The guiding principle of the New Revised Standard Version is as literal as possible, as free as necessary. Again, this sounds good, but in practice it's not as tidy as it sounds. Let's just get rid of this fellow in the corner so we can see Exodus 32:9. God calls the Israelites stiff-necked, which exactly reproduces the Hebrew. But to anyone speaking normal English, this can only mean a physical problem with their necks. The translation is too literal. And the NRSV is more literal than the NIV, with the result that it's a bit further into Bible English than the NIV. And you can see those two comparisons there. Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him, compared to Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him, which is plain English. And this other one from Genesis 45:14. And I say, why should people have to learn a foreign language to understand the Bible? Okay, Bible English is close to normal English, but that can make it worse, because people can mistakenly assume it is normal English and be misled, as with the example about stiff necks above. Here's a few other details. They no longer use the word lest, but they continue to use these two words. How many people know the difference between those two words and what they mean? Lake Galilee is referred to in the Bible by several different names. The NRSV doesn't conform the references all to Galilee, as a number of modern versions do, the best known name, Galilee. But instead, they leave this irrelevant geographical detail to confuse their readers. And here's a bit more about their sensitivity to language. They don't like to use the word white. They omit it from Isaiah 1:18. The NRSV UE updated edition is in the pipeline. It has a lot of good changes reflecting advances in scholarship, but of note also it is influenced even more by modern sensitivity about some language. So here I've bolded the words, and particularly looking at this one, epileptics. Instead of saying epileptics, they say people having epilepsy. The fear is that calling someone an epileptic is like saying that defines the person and stigmatizes them. So they're careful to avoid that. But obviously no one in Bible times is worried about this. In my view, it's hypersensitivity. Note how Jesus calls James and John sons of thunder, which in modern idiom is hotheads. This looks to me like in-group banter. When the brothers heard it, they were pleased to know they were accepted into Jesus' inner circle. In conclusion, I have to say that while the NRSV and NRSV Updated Edition have got a lot going for them, the problems outweigh the good points. Why should we have to learn a made-up, a concocted dialect of English to understand the Bible? And I have seen far too many examples of the confusion it causes. Far too many examples. So I have to say, I don't recommend the NRSV.